Are you ready to make some money today? Now, in today's video, I'm going to be going over the topic of what it takes to pass a combine, a challenge account with a prop firm. Now, I've done it multiple times in the past, so I want to give you guys some knowledge on how I did it. Now, if you're on this journey and you're looking to make money, get rid of that right now. Get rid of that thought process about making money. In this journey, your goal right now is to just make good decisions, right? Make some good decisions and you will pass the challenge combine account, okay? Okay, I can almost not guarantee, I'm not gonna guarantee it because trading comes with risk, but you have a higher probability of passing when you do this, okay? Now, I do have a funded account and I have made payout. Right now, I put that funded account on hold. I'm trading 4 combines right now linked together through the TopStep X feature. And I am break even. Yesterday, I caught a loss and lost my $260 of profit. I'm like $10 in profit right now, essentially break even. So what I want to do is just talk to you guys and explain how I've done it and how I'm going to continue to do these things so that I can get funding so that I could keep getting payouts. Now, what does it take to pass a funding combine challenge account or a funded challenge account? Now, you have to understand the rules, right? There's rules with different prop firms. With TopStep X, there's a consistency rule where you can't make half of the total top profit target. So if you're taking a 50K challenge account, you cannot make more than $1,500 on a given day, right? Rule number 2, there's a trailing max drawdown. So you cannot lose more than $2,000 of your whatever max profit you've made. So let's say you go up $250 on the combine, you have a 50K account, you do not have $48,000 to get down into before you lose your challenge combine account. What you do where you're at now is at $48,250. It trails it, right? Excuse me. So what I want to do is, and if you have to get to $3,000, that's rule number 3, right? So just make sure that you're following the rules with these different prop firms. Understand the rules. The next thing is to pass these prop firms, their challenges, their combines, right? I'm going to give you some advice, and it's not even technical, not even on the charts. What it is you have to understand that it's a long-term game. You want to be able to pass this challenge, right? Pass this combine. With TopStep X, they give you a month to pass it. But let's say I'm $1,000 in profit, getting to that $3,000 profit target going into the second month. They don't reset your account back to zero. What they do is they charge you going into that second month and you stay at that $1,000 mark. So for the second month, all you have to do is get to make $2,000 worth of profit to get to that 3,000 profit target. Now that's really good because even if at the end of the month, you didn't get to that 3,000 profit target, you still made profit. And you would have been able to, if you had 5 winning days in a funded account, been able to withdraw something, right? So let's say you had made $1,000 spread across 5 accounts, that's $5,000. You're now able to withdraw half of that. You would have made at least $2,500 payout on that first month. Now you have to understand that these are the rules and it's your job to follow them. So another hint or a piece of advice I'm going to give you is you got to be in control of your psychology and your emotions. One way to do that's helped me pass these challenge and combine accounts, and what I do and even maintain while trading a funded account, is I don't market execute. I used to think, oh, how cool, market execute, whatever, but that's not what got me this far in the game. What got me to this point is back testing, understanding where price reacts off of different zones, whether the liquidity, fibs, gaps, wherever that may be, right? Big figure levels, that confluence, maybe some of them align with each other, right? What I've noticed has been a driving factor in my precision in the markets. It's just placing buy limit orders and sell limit orders. If you do that, you will get rid of the FOMO. Trust me, I've been through it. I know what it's like to wait for the market. It gets close 10 points away from your entry and it starts to have a reaction in the direction you're going, but it never tapped your price. You get FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. But 10 minutes later, and you hit the buy button as it's 15 points above your entry, right? And let's say it goes up another 10 points and you're feeling good, and then it starts to drop 50 points, right? And it passes your area where you wanted to get in, and your stop loss was down here. It comes down from that original thought where that original buy entry place was in your mind. It stops you out because you FOMO'd in at a higher price, comes down, and then goes higher just because it was a 10-minute later entry. How do you know what time it's going to happen? Just place the buy limit order, sell limit order, get rid of the FOMO, and you will feel better trading. You will have less anxiety. You will have less fear. You will have less lack of control of your psychology and emotions, and you'll feel better when the trade actually plays out. And if you've done your back testing and you've done your journaling, you're going to know that these setups happen quite often on a day-to-day basis. And when it actually plays out real time for you on a day-to-day basis, you're going to start building confidence in the market. You're going to start building confidence in yourself. You're going to start building confidence in your setup. You're going to start building confidence in that you can actually do it. That's what the combine's about, proving that you can do this long term. So once you pass the combine, if you can do that, then you can definitely get a payout, because if you're risking $250 during the combine to get to that $3,000 mark, I want you to actually trade all the way down to $100 and then set your take profit for $202 because of the commission. If you set it for $200, the commission's $1.49. That 1 to 2 trade won't actually count towards your payout because it'll only be $198.54, 51 cents. So set it for $202, covers the commission plus the $200 profit, counts towards your one winning trade of at least $200 minimum for the day, right? So go down and then just trade for the month, trade until you get 5 winning trades, and then see how that felt. Like, oh wow, like my max drawdown was only $400, $500, $600, and I was able to then in like the third week make all that back and then make profit. And then I was able to, that's how I did it. I started losing in the beginning, but because I'm risking $100, I didn't get anywhere close to that max trailing drawdown. And I did take that $500 loss day, which should have only been 100. That actually, if I was only losing this much, that day was like that much. And my max trailing drawdown was a lot closer than I thought, right? So what I want you guys to do is just trade the minimum $100, and you will, when you get funded, right, to then preserve your capital to then get a payout. That's the whole goal. Get a payout. Pay yourself back for paying for the combine and getting it activated. That's $200 for a 50K account, right? And then from there, just keep getting your payouts. The goal is to then just scale the amount of accounts that you have. And once you pass one challenge combine account, you can keep doing them for as long as possible, as long as you're alive. So this is what it takes to pass a combine challenge account. I want you guys to succeed. I want to see myself continue to succeed. But if there's going to be winners, there also has to be losers. Now, the advice I'm giving you is to avoid losing as bad as the losing traders lose to make them unprofitable in the markets. What I'm giving you is advice on how to lose properly to be able to keep your losses small, maximize your wins so that you can preserve your capital, survive long term, and get a payout. Now, if you found value in this video, please subscribe, like, comment. If you have any suggestions on any future videos that you want to see from me, go ahead and kind of just give me an idea, a topic of what you would like to hear about so that I could jot it down and eventually get to it to make a video in the future. I'll even give you a shout out. So let's just say your name is Mr. Trades 623, right? I'll make a video, and in the very beginning, I'll say this video is recommended for Mr. Trades 623. he asked for a video on this, and I'll give you a shout out. So please subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys later.